Hi, and welcome to another tutorial. This one should be pretty brief, as I'm just going to be explaining a little bit about the mysterious way that I used post in the last tutorial. So unlike query param and path param, the post body, so the thing actually being sent to the server, doesn't need to be annotated with anything. There's no post body annotation, there's no HTTP request body or anything like that. There's no annotation you put on it. And so a lot of you are probably wondering, okay, will I mess this up if I try to have other parameters in the method? And the answer is, well, no, not if you do it right. So what does doing it wrong look like? Let's just say we did this. Person A, person B. Well, this isn't going to work, because even though this would be a valid Java method to write, it's not a valid method for Jax-RS to be able to understand and be able to figure out which parameter it's supposed to put the post body in. Remember, you can only post one thing at a time, so you can't have multiple parameters on it like this that don't have an annotation. However, if you want to have multiple parameters for something like this, you're better off receiving a list of person. If you need to do something else besides that, you need to create what's called a wrapper class that contains all of the classes that you want to send as attributes, but that's kind of a mess. So I'm going to go to a simplistic example that's a lot more realistic. We want to upload a person, but we also want to have a query parameter. No problem. Just add your query param annotation, and we're going to call this one Q. And then just print it out. Query param received. Okay, run your server. Now we can see if we do a curl post and add data, we'll just send an empty person to the URL localhost 8080 people q equals my query param, something like that. Let's include the HTTP headers. We get our unsupported media type, like we expect. Add our header for content type. Honestly, I forgot that the first time I was sending that, so my bad. Application JSON. 200 OK. Name is null, age is null. And if we go back to our server, we can see in the console it's printed query param received, my query param. So as you can see, you can have methods that receive more than one object. You just can't post more than one object. And so when I say you can't post more than one object, you can't have more than one object that's coming into this method without an annotation. So you have to have the thing you're posting without any annotations, and then your query param or whatever else you want to use, those things have to have annotations. So query params, path params, just like all the other things that I've shown you how to use before, you can use those just the same. So, alright, I'm going to actually undo the changes that I just made, because we're not going to need these in the next tutorial. We're not going to be dealing with a bunch of extra import statements for things we don't need, and we're not going to need to show query params and path params. Alright, catch you next time.